So my first tip today is going to be about contributions. What you get back is going to be a product of what you put in. Okay, so my second tip today is about the investment strategy. Obviously the priority is to grow the fund as large as possible by the time you reach retirement. But there is no return without risk, so it's very important that you understand what risk is and the nature of the assets into which you're investing as well. And once we've settled on a level of risk that is appropriate for you, we then look to invest in a range of different assets and a range of different asset classes in proportions that are appropriate to that level of risk. And by doing that, we would look to maximise the potential level of returns for any given period of time. My third tip is about costs and charges. Small reductions in the costs and charges over a long period of time can make a very significant difference to the pension pot that you will enjoy in retirement. I think most people are aware that some of the older contracts, perhaps set up in the 70s, 80s, even the 90s, did have some high levels of charges, and I think a lot of people are aware of the need to review those. But even recently, pension charges have come down quite significantly. So it's always worth reviewing your pensions to see if there are new contracts available that are cheaper and more cost effective. Okay, so my fourth tip today is around tax efficiency and tax relief. And this applies really to any savings and investments, which of course is ultimately what your pension is. I think most people are aware that you get income tax relief, but there are other opportunities that people also ought to take into consideration, such as when you move into higher rate tax, child tax credits, and your loss of your personal allowance, for example. These are all opportunities for you to enhance your marginal rate of tax relief. In addition to that, I think it's always worth approaching your employer to see if there are opportunities to use salary sacrifice. And in addition to that, people also ought to be aware that as higher rate taxpayers, it is their responsibility to reclaim higher rate tax relief. It's estimated, or I've seen estimates that put the number of about 250,000 people that perhaps aren't doing this each year and missing out on all of that tax relief. And my fifth top tip today is quite simple, and that is to have regular reviews, preferably with a financial advisor. There'll be changes to your circumstances, there'll be changes to the level of risk that is appropriate, there'll be changes to your investment strategy, you may be able to increase or perhaps even decrease your contributions, and there will definitely be changes to legislation because politicians love interfering with pensions. All of these things ought to form part of your regular reviews, and anything that helps you engage with your pension means that you're more likely to commit to making those contributions and enjoying that really attractive lifestyle in retirement that we all aspire to.